There's a great man from UPC who died. His name was Adonia Timerondwa. I'm sure some of you know him. Now he was being buried in Ishaka on the 26th of December 2004. On that day, the person who was representing Museveni's government was Kainda Otafire. General Kainda Otafire was one of the people that were fighting in Luero with Museveni. Now the spirit of self-exposure went on Kainda Otafire's head. In Buganda we call it a man of Wanika. You know what Kainda Otafire says? Kainda Otafire, because when people die, they talk nice about them. Kainda Otafire went on the microphone and said,
this place always be outside and
during the war, the NRA soldiers would put on UPC t-shirts and they would go to the villages in Uganda and start killing people in order to spoil the name of UPC and obote.
So when I'm back in that house,
these were the words of Kainda Otafire. He said them on the 26th of December 2004. Now that was the beginning of opening eyes. We started realizing that they had planned this in order to make us hate each other.
when back in the office when I come
It reminded me that even in the days of Amin, when the then Chief Justice of Uganda, Benich Wanuka, was killed, there is a car which had number UU2. It was a pigeon. That number was recorded by Uganda police in 1972. That is the car that abducted Benich Wanuka. And that car was found abandoned in Mbale at the quarters. Now when you read Museveni's own book when he was writing, Sowing the Mustard Seed, he wrote about that car and that incident. That means Museveni was the owner of that car and Museveni is responsible for the abduction and disappearance of Benich Wanuka. Now that happened way back in 1972, but it was meant to spoil Amin's name and to plant hate among the Baganda that Amin had killed Benich Wanuka. These people had done that. It was done when Museveni still had the Fronasa group. Why am I telling you this story? I want to show you that the hate that they planned in our generation was planned for us. So today when I was driving from Akokoro, I was thinking about all these years. All the lies, all the hates that have been engineered to divide us. We never unite.
We have just
See each other's enemies. Even when these things happen before. Now here in northern Uganda, you know that during the Kony War, Museveni soldiers did unthinkable things to the people of northern Uganda, especially actually.
I had my son,
Where men and women were raped.
so at first they both believed the concern.
Where people were burnt in the houses.
for the first period of my life in 14
all
years.
that is in our history.
They had wedding for me, my wedding for
Today, our year to us has
then they
to
told me
open our eyes.
they bought me the
See of ourselves, say that we are more of
so
brothers.
when I added another 2 years, after I needed, there was something that I wanted.
No wonder
They
myself, I
bought for
found
me this.
myself connected to the people of
So
Northern
I was
Uganda.
impressed with how, because in Uganda,
When I was a musician, my manager was
he was
Lawrence Labeja.
I really there and
Today, my brother and my music producer is Oyerot Dan Magic. Why don't you come and
don't
just
start calling me I see your button. You see, evil, you are a mother, you have a responsibility to left away. Even if, let me tell you, if I can build I told her, I was praying, then I was sitting down, and the voice gets clear.
this new generation, this is a presidential campaign. But I request that we don't look at it as a usual presidential campaign. This is our moment in history. This is our 1962, where our grandfathers came together to build a country that would be beneficial to all of us. Different tribes, different religions, from different agendas.
Because I mind my business. Even if I find you are doing what you gotta do. Never was ever away on my own because you are
Enjoy Uganda. We got independence in 1962.
Clean the house.
It has been 63 years. But out of those 63 years, 40 years have been taken by Museveni. When Museveni came, he talked very evil things about the past leaders. But when you look at the hospitals that we go to today,
First of all, I really
they were built by the past leaders. Monaco Hospital was built during the days of Milton obote. Look at the roads that we are enjoying were built by past leaders. For 40 years they have only robbed us. For 40 years they've only made us poor. For 40 years they have reduced us to slaves on our homeland. So I come to talk to you, especially you, the young people of Uganda, who want to look that we have an opportunity to start afresh.
Never
If Uganda was a gadget, we need to press the reset button. That's why we talk about a new Uganda now. A new Uganda where people are not
So, but
identified
it
by
becomes that,
tribe
of
or
course, the
religion.
foundation that teach them to become one people
A new Uganda where there's no dictatorship whatsoever. Where our vote matters. In a new Uganda where promotion in the army or in the police will not depend on what kind of language you speak.
They said when I don't have unless I don't have but if I look at the look at someone okay, no you won't be like that.
A new Uganda where it
So
is not going to be
train
one
yourself
family
to
ruling
become
over
good,
the
to
nation.
become it is very not one of just to be a very nice time
A Uganda where we're going to be defined by the content of our character.
start calling the Holy Spirit to see where
Where
opportunity is.
education is going to be
Whatever I'm
accessible,
going to do
and
with
after
but
school,
okay,
our
tell me
young
next
people
go
are going to
to
get
but
jobs.
call the Holy Spirit. No, I'm coming. I want you,
These legs are natural resources, but our people have been chased away from the
Then
lakes.
make sure that the God nataka put me the mark of Christ in
Our
everywhere
roads have
that
been
I
turned
appear.
into
Let
death
them not
traps.
see. Let them even see your way. Whatever that you think that is not good
Just
in
2
your
days
life, do
ago
not
here in
put to death.
Kiriandongo,
But put the
according
ones
to
that
the
are going
police,
to
there was an
encourage
accident, and
and
according to the
build
police,
the people that
63
are
people died on the spot.
Niwe zengine ya mkuwaza, put my leg in rock. Kirana kusaka nsagani. Kulima mamuko. Mugande mwara kwa
Where
mwandi
our
ave
hospitals are
one.
going to be treating people and medicines are
This
going to
girl,
be there.
she can talk. She has more than I think 48 groups.
My brothers and sisters, I want us to
Why
make
do you
Museveni the last
we are
dictator in
putting 7,000.
Uganda.
And why even put 7,000?
It
In
has
Kadama,
to
or
be
maybe a
this
good one.
generation to put
I
an end
first
to a
asked her,
40-year
did you
rule.
have any professional when you have when you came back from
It
Uganda? I
has
was no.
not
Na kama mpi
When I talk about these things, it is hard for you to understand.
right now, I have one go
But the
outside.
elders here, the
Where
old
that?
people here understand the things that we are talking about. They have ever been there. We have ever had a railway crossing up to Lango and picking your crops.
What is the concept of life?
Agriculture has ever
Wake
made
up in the
sense
morning,
in
these
this our
people
country.
because most of them they are still in the
During the days of the past leaders, you could go to the hospital, you get treated for free, and even the hospital feeds you. It does not happen anymore. Right now, as we speak, our children are not going to school because the teachers are on strike. The money that is supposed to pay the teachers is paying musicians to sing to Bonganawe for Museveni. My brothers and sisters, back in the old regimes, the one that Museveni is abusing every day. We did not see the heads of states building mansions all over. We will be seeing them right now. But today we lose 10 trillion shillings every year to corruption. 10 trillion.
Actually, I don't know whether to see one or because I'm mother of three. I'm hoping someone will understand what I'm doing.
I did not say 10
Sit
million.
down with your business. Tell them my contract is done.
Yes, yes. Tell them I did not
Because
say
these
10
people will
million.
ask you.
I did not
We
say
have
10
got
not
a
10
ticket
million,
on
not
this
10
day.
billion.
We want to buy a ticket on this day.
So
Are you
in
ready to
5
leave?
years, they still
Tell them
50
that
trillion from us.
yes, I am having problems. Start creating problems to face at that time.
That
Create
money
them.
is
People they don't
enough,
use
is
their
more than enough to tarmac the entire road network
first
of
create
Uganda.
problems every time until they listen to them. Once not everything
And if we had a
but every time
president
you
that
see
loved
how
this
you would not
country,
tell
we
her,
would have all
my
these
father
roads
has a
tarmac in
very
only
cancer.
3 years.
You keep quiet, sometimes you become sad, then you come back in that same father. You tell them you have a brain flu.
We have people that don't love Uganda.
Like that. Then after when you don't need to leave,
No
you
wonder
don't find
there are many questions whether Museveni is a Ugandan.
But my father is sick.
That is a question that came in the 80s and Museveni has never answered it. Museveni has never proved that he is a
I
Ugandan.
go outside where
And I can tell you his actions prove that he could be not a Ugandan. So dear fellow Ugandans, we share a history. We share an identity. Among the things that we were discussing with Honorable Kena was the fact that his grandfather received the Kabalega and the Mwanga when they are being chased by the colonialists. They hid here. That is the history that we share. So it is important that we unite right now. We unite in purpose to free ourselves. The problems that I see here in Lango are the same problems that I saw in Musoka. The same problems that are in Uganda are the same problems that are in West Nile. You are going to find very many young people who are not employed. And even when they are educated, the education is not substantial to transform them and help them transform their communities. So I want to request you, brothers and sisters, to think it out and make a decision that we, the people of Uganda, can come together and start afresh and build a new Uganda.
Endure when
We can resurrect the dreams of independence.
and when you did by the indicator, because
We can resurrect the aspirations of our brothers. We are not dead, my brothers and sisters. We are alive in you and in me. I'm not asking you to believe in my ability to do this.
you can call me that calling this
I am
is
asking you to believe in your ability. Because if we think the same, and if we dream the same, we can achieve a Uganda that makes sense for all of us.
even if you're my friend, I will block you when time comes, I will block you the same.
Where our
I'm
brothers
so
and
sorry.
sisters
It's
are
me
not
and
going
your
to struggle
father.
to go to the Arab world.
That is it. Then that house, they didn't get to live because I worked for 8
Where
months.
your children will go to university and study for free because you pay taxes.
But they paid yourself.
Salary in 3 months when we called the
When your
officer.
children will join the military and they will get promotion on
They were
merit,
telling
not
tears,
according to the
You
size
have it and you find it. You have internet. You have a
or the
phone for
hate
internet.
yes.
or the language that they speak.
I was
Toe simu tekuvanga kwa Mungu
Where you're going
wangu.
to have people serving in government, not
This is my
selected
request
from
from
one
Uganda.
region.
Mtege, ninaendelea.
That
This
is
is
why I
another
present myself
Then
together with my team.
this phone
In
always
the new Uganda, leaders are going to be servants and not bosses. You will not see a president closing roads just because he's coming. Let us believe in ourselves, fellow young people. Uganda is the youngest country in the world. With the young people full of potential, full of dreams. But my brothers and sisters, if we don't do nothing, all of us are going to grow old. We'll turn 50, we'll turn 60, and we'll only look at our children having to fight the fight that we have to fight.
then
We are the grandchildren of the people that fought for independence. But we are not independent yet. In Uganda, foreigners are more treated more special than the citizens of Uganda. Even refugees are treated better. That can change. So, in the new Uganda where we're going, it is going to be you and me to do this. It is not going to be one man rule or one family rule.
Cover the moment
It
you
is
have
called
called the
Rajeni.
police,
We are
then
not going to have other
the
diseases. You're not going to be
Mukara
ruled by
version
people that you have not elected.
that of course before you
They
get the
You
phone.
will vote for your leaders and your leaders
Yes.
will be
So
answerable
even
to you.
You don't know that the
until they give me visa, until this letter is given me.
and what she's going
I
to do,
can tell you
she's
that there
going to
was
cut
an
your
effort
salary.
to block me from being
You're not done.
nominated.
She cannot put a visa in your passport unless you
And
pay
it is
that
the same reason why
overstay.
Jimmy was
No,
blocked from being
since
nominated.
you give me and then you my company is
The people of Lango, you have the power in your hands now.
Yeah, then that is fine.
It is now, only now, only now that you have the power.
Yeah, but I will just
Communicate through your votes.
Then you kubeera nga
We
sirina
cannot be
visa.
reduced
if
to
you
a
even
person
if you want
that
me to
humiliates
like
us
if you
and then makes us lick his boots.
if you that one we have problem,
Let
but
me
if
tell
you
you this story.
definitely have to pay.
There was a
So you
dictator
don't know
called
that
Joseph Stalin in Russia.
Then how long did you stay in Uganda?
Joseph Stalin one time collected his generals and he told him he wanted to show them how to humiliate people and make them servants. So Stalin put a chicken.
I worked in Saudi Arabia for 2 years. I know Arabic in Saudi Arabia.
Aweno is what?
Here in Dubai, I've worked for
Bueno is chicken. So Stalin got Bueno. He got Bueno. Stalin got a chicken. He started
every time
plucking off the
the Mohammed
chicken's
don't pay
feathers.
you, I learned
The
waiting.
chicken was still alive.
Massive
It
Jannah.
was still alive. Feeling all this pain.
Ah,
Stalin
massive Jannah,
started
don't know that
plucking
you
the
cast
feathers
it.
off
They
the
don't have
chicken.
to.
You know, I
He
want
finished all the chicken, the feathers on the chicken.
No, the reason I want
The
to
chicken
how
was
much,
feeling
how
so
much
much
do
pain.
you connect
Blood
to
was
this?
dropping
How
from
much are they
it.
going to pay for it?
1,000.
Stalin put the chicken down.
That is good.
And then he pulled out a
They will pay you with
few
family.
grains of maize.
As long as you're good.
She
He
did it
started
okay,
throwing
but
down to the chicken. Because the chicken was desperate. The chicken started picking the maize following. He started
They pay for this year.
that
You
is
see,
it.
in this house we have three people. Actually,
you want to rule
main
over
house,
people.
there is another house
You
in the
can
middle and another house
humiliate
the other
them.
side. I think you have
You
worked
can
together, you
hurt
know
them.
that.
But for
But
as
in the
long
middle,
as you make sure you impoverish them, make them
so
poor, and make
there's
them
another
depend
person
on
there
you,
that
they
that
will
person
always
always
follow
stays
you.
in the United States. The son, the last son from this home.
That is exactly what
But
Museveni
for
is
him,
doing.
yeah, he has three houses. He has
I
the
want
house
to
and
ask
other
you the
house
people
in
of
the
Lamu.
south. So he always brings
After
the
what
money.
Museveni has
Only
done to
his
you,
when
the
you even don't
humiliation,
know the one you don't stay there. You can spend
how
like
can
6
you
months without being
vote
in
for
Dubai.
Museveni again?
In Lagos,
That is
they
humiliation,
don't
that is
need the money from
disrespect.
Uganda.
I am asking you, brothers and
Because they
sisters,
have to bring her
count in
here
your vote.
to clean this house. Before they take her to Dubai to
Let
the main
him
house.
know what you think. Especially you, the young people.
Then you haven't had to clean
Show the world that you have an
these
option.
girls who can talk like, do not computer.
All of us that running are supposed to be
She could speak from
servants,
she
not
reached in the
bosses.
moment we to ask for Wi-Fi. She wanted, here, this house will have 3 Wi-Fi. She
Now let me
wanted
take
all
time
of
to
them.
ask for a vote for myself.
She
My
shouted.
brother,
Then she
me, I've been a musician for a long
the
time. You've
they
been
like
seeing
her. Then
me.
the following day,
I
she
have grown up
removed
with
her
you.
phone. She put
Some
together
of
with
you
my
have seen me
kids,
singing to you
kids,
live, and some have been singing on
and she
TV.
happy there.
I am
Then
a
she
common
came back to
Ugandan like you, sharing the same pain with you, sharing the same painful history with you, in the same generation with you, with the same aspiration with you. My brothers and sisters, I'm
There
asking
is
you
food
to
there,
join
have
us
food,
and we walk
full
this
food
journey together.
of anything that you want.
And we are here
That
together.
one, from down there you have everything, up you have food there, and all the
And we
nuggets
build
that you
the
want.
future together.
There you go, just cook what you want. I don't know.
By
I
uniting.
don't know how to cook that.
Forget the division of the colonialists that they brought here in Africa.
Because for me, I can do the rest we have more than 2 buckets. This one and the other one is another one. There we have
Before the
everything.
white people
The
brought
spaghetti,
the
they are
borders,
full of
we were
useless. We
together.
have noodles. She don't even have
Even
noodles.
during the days of our grandfathers, we were
How
together.
everybody that man, because that man is when you
And
take
even
noodles,
our
he
languages
knows
interconnect.
French food. And in the morning he eats English
When you read
breakfast.
these languages,
Do you know
the
English
more you
breakfast?
go north is when it hardens. And when you
Then
go
they
south,
came,
that's
then
when
in
how
Ramadan
it
they
softens.
they
But
told
that
her,
is the
today
identity
you're
that
going
we
to go in
have.
the kitchen, ask their sister. You're going to go in the kitchen, you
Only
teach
that
maybe
man
they wanted
refused to teach
to
me
try out.
Langi.
She had
Teach me
chicken
Luo,
with
but
almost half.
sometimes I always
You
tell
see
him
that oil?
that Luo
That's a
sounds
full
like
bottle of oil.
Jamaican.
And
These
I don't know
languages
how many
differ.
spoons of salt they put in the
Because
rice.
when you are in Uganda, it's a little
It
bit
was not
softer.
bitter, but it was sour.
But when you go up north, it sounds like you're speaking
Then you know
Jamaican.
what they told her? Food in the car will
For
take you
example, when
to
you
buy.
speak in Uganda and you're saying God is good, you say Katonda
Even,
Mulungi.
but for me,
But when you come
mother
up
does not
north,
take
you
me.
say
I was having my client coming to this one, but she brought
Jamaican.
this lady.
So like they were happy to bring you because they know I'm here. Let me tell you, you need to be here. Do you know that how many
Uganda, you
women
say
have got jobs because of me?
when you say every time you say Bulikade, but
I don't
when you
involve
come to
myself in
Langi,
what
you say
doesn't belong to me.
Kariduchu.
The follower, you see, they
That
have
sounds
come.
like
I
Jamaican.
just see them in their house. When they come here, they want tea and it's for them.
You see,
You, as long as you
when you
mind your
talk about
business,
water, for example,
you
in
don't
Malawi, when
mind,
you say,
don't look at
Amaziwe
them.
Bulamo, you say,
The one I
Amaziwe
don't
Bulamo.
even play
It's
with
nice,
like
but
Kadam
kind of
one,
soft.
but
But
when
here
they
you
will
say,
buy it because the
Bien
money that has been out, take to them also.
For me, I want to use them. So ask me, okay, what
sounds
is
like
the mother
Jamaican.
called the oil?
So we are supposed to appreciate our differences. That is the uniqueness that we
I
have.
have enough.
That should be something that binds us together. So in a new Uganda, and this is in our manifesto, these are our
I don't want.
festivals.
Me, I have my toys.
Where we dance
I love
where we
dresses
dance Lankasa,
that
where
fit
we dance
the
Ding
food
Dingy,
dresses. I
where we
love this
dance
sweater pants.
Makunju, where we dance
The
Anna,
winter is coming. I
where
love
all
jeans.
ethnicities come together and we are celebrating
I have
our
my children, I have
uniqueness.
a lot of that.
That is the Uganda that we want.
Hey, cargo.
Then, but for what is inside, before I want to use it, because I tried those things.
Clothes like sit
Yes, yes, I tried to work with you.
And in that
It
new Uganda,
also
we
made
are
me
going
fall
to
from
even
those.
promote intermarriage so much.
I like the uniform, it's
Yes,
comfortable for me.
our forefathers taught it to us. Dr. Obote came to Uganda and picked a wife.
My own, I buy my first madam, I buy everything I want to, all I want
Only
to
that I'm already married, but I was looking around and I
the one
said,
which is you cannot pay, then you pay the rest. So I can't remember three suitcases. I came with two suitcases
so
of
my brothers
clothes.
and sisters, it
One
is
suitcase
possible.
of baby clothes, only baby
Start
bag,
afresh.
baby wear, for someone my
It is
husband,
possible for us to start afresh.
she doesn't talk to me.
Finally, my brothers and sisters, I know we have so many professionals here. We have teachers, we have medical workers, and most importantly, most of the
1.5?
security people come from northern Uganda. These people are ordered to do things they don't believe in.
You better be
They
buy
are
a
ordered to
ticket
beat their
and
fellow
take your own.
Ugandans.
But alhamdulillah, I'm praying to God that eventually will become the president.
And yet they are also
But
going
when the
through the
president,
same
when
challenges
Bogdan
that we
becomes
go
the
through.
president, our Uganda Airlines is going to take shit.
A police officer is your brother, is your sister.
He's talking, I'm recording him. You know that I was
Their
recording
wives
him.
go to the same hospitals like
He's
us.
talking
But
about
they
me.
are
Yeah, I
underpaid.
record and I post
As
to them.
NUP, we have promised them that as soon as Chakulaji takes office, their salaries are going to start from 1 million going up.
You are not a good
That
But
is the
only
same
what I
as
said.
teachers,
You
that
love
is the
yourself.
same as
Eat what you
medical
want.
workers.
If time for work to work and rest. If time to work as if you don't advertise. Now, make sure
I
I
would
work.
have gone on and
I
on
know
and
what I
on.
have to do and what time I have to do.
But I understand we
I
have to
can't.
close at
Madam
6.
asked me, what are you going to do by 6? She said,
Let me close by asking you, brothers and sisters, that in this election, Bobby Wine as a person.
I do not want to be because they are very respectful.
Campaign
I
for the
was
new
also
Uganda.
supposed to do
I
them.
you know
Something
something like
that we
I'm
bring.
me, I have never
When
worked
you
with
vote for
Makadis.
Bobby
All my
Wine, you're
year
voting
young.
for
Never
better
have
roads
a
How?
in
job.
your
How?
community.
Uganda does. We need a shilling of
We're
You're
working
voting for
anyway in
better
the field. There is
salaries for the
something.
civil
There is
servants.
someone. She's so big, fat like this, and she's
You're
brown.
voting for
She's a Ugandan.
jobs for
That
the
is
young
the
people
trouble
of
of
Uganda.
women. I don't have by the way,
You're
I
voting
don't
for
have
national
anybody.
healing and
Because
reconciliation.
one day I told her, I would just feel like this and go
You're
back to
voting for
Uganda. Because she
Uganda
knows
that
it.
you want to grow old in and the Uganda that
She
you
made a
want your
Ugandan
child
lady
to
want to go
inherit.
back. The moment you take a book into, then you come here. Then you're a Ugandan person, like you're a very African person. Need you to go back to Uganda.
Uganda has gone back
See,
more than 8 years.
Esther cried. We tried Esther until we found
Many
her.
countries like Kenya, we were at the same level. They left us a long time ago.
In fact, it was okay, but this week, me, I looked at her, I feel like she's the right to be
The
the mother.
presidents of Kenya and the
Because she,
presidents of
sure,
Tanzania
they always
started
come
in
in.
Makerere, but now Makerere is dead.
I don't
They used to admire us, they don't admire us anymore. Our hospitals used to work. I want to tell you, in the 60s, President
Yeah,
was shot and
hey,
was operated from
you
Olago
don't.
Hospital. Government officials died from Germany, they died from India, they died from America because the hospitals in Uganda are sick themselves. We can change that through a vote. Asking you to stand and be counted. I can only say a few words today, but I'm asking you to be an agent of this change.
Tell me why you call someone is
Please take this
person
message to
with this
everybody you know.
and you feel like this is don't call another one.
Take this message to your parents.
Like,
Let them understand that we are not only angry young people, but we have brains that we are exposed, and we know how Uganda can be.
but the movement is so small they don't know what to do.
Speak to your friends, let them understand our agenda. Use your social media, that one there is a very powerful tool.
unless you go there before after, even if you go after
Use your TikTok, break it down in your language. Let everybody understand what Uganda will be after Museveni is gone. Let them understand that we have oil that can help transform our country. Let them understand that this the biggest gold deposit in the world. It is in Uganda and it is estimated at 12 trillion United States dollars.
Yeah, look at her. She doesn't tell me
this house is the first time I cook until now, I cook
That
with
alone
if
can
I'm
transform
cooking
our
alone,
countries.
like
Uganda can be a good country.
meat
Yeah,
stew,
Uganda can
everything.
be
The way I
Lobomabel.
cook is like how I cook.
My brothers and sisters, your vote
In
counts.
Uganda, for
Your
us,
vote
my
is
dad
important.
used to
Let
teach
us
us
use this our
when
vote.
you
I've
do
seen young
tomatoes
people
and
from
onions, you
across
do a
the
lot of
country.
things.
They are all
Then
your
you put in
age.
the,
If we
after they
decide
cook
to
it,
come
you feed them.
together,
The
we
one
can
that
change our
smells
destiny
so
forever.
without
We
any
can do it
particles
now.
in it.
Please decide to do it now.
And if you want the particle with it, like you want to, like the way you cook her in Uganda, you make tomatoes, onions, and you make thick soup.
Let me close
When
by
in
telling
all
you
the
these
thing that I
words in a
cook
song.
with a lot of beautiful soup is
We
when
are the
in
country,
Uganda
we
when
are
you
the
eat in that
future,
food.
we are the change we badly need.
Kawarima.
We are
This
the
is
young
your name.
generation,
This is your name.
we have a chance.
But what about the other one? That this, the what's about the other one you told me last time that it was?
We are the leaders of the future,
I don't remember
and
the
the
name, but last
future
time,
is
no, you tried to put another name.
My name is there, so my name.
Yeah.
If we only come
What is it?
together, we can change our destiny.
Where did you take?
She
We can change our destiny.
she
Now,
said I
finally,
have
when
to
you go to
because
work,
my
and you get to find the ballot paper, you're going to find a very handsome face.
it's my
Okay.
and you take care of it. If you look after you,
They look after the big girl.
if they look after you and you look after me.
Let who your big girl.
Okay?
Okay, mommy.
Fix this thing alone.
You stay here.
Okay.
Okay.
Take that candy.
Okay. Oh, you were the one for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, because we were
Your
told they
government
had a
officials.
line.
These are the people that are going to fight corruption.
Ethiopia. People from the
They went
world.
out.
Wherever you find the umbrella, please take the
Yeah,
umbrella.
okay, I don't understand
I
why.
want to thank you very, very
I
much for listening
understand
to
the
me,
person
brothers
who
and
wrote this
sisters.
stuff.
But please take this message and spread it. Make sure
You
at
have to
least
be
you
so
tell
calm.
people about what I
No,
told you.
right now they're showing you loud because you're weak.
And then
have to
talk
be so
about more. Go on to
This
TikTok.
woman,
Follow me on
she
TikTok
can't,
and follow
can't do
all
that.
revolutionaries on
They're
TikTok.
still in
This
contact.
is a new generation. We can use technology to
Oh,
communicate.
yes. The people that I am scared for this stuff. And first of all,
Thank
you're
you
going
very
to
much,
work.
brothers and
Huh?
sisters.
You see the house that has almost 3 rooms?
Power.
Every time you become a job, so you put it in partner close to do that. Partner with that man who works for API. Then she said, Ethiopia. Yeah, not where the Bangladesh. She told me, yes, she was Ethiopia. She
9
said,
years, 8 years.
she was going only, it was only yesterday news of it, only 2 months, almost 9 years. Then, she used to come, she's the person who used to come here and cook. And here home, we are the people who cook for them, who cook for them. Simani wa kari, Simani wa kari, Simani wa, you cook for them.
Then you can for good.
Then in the time of Ramadan, usually they don't eat it for that because few people will don't eat a lot of food. Here when you know, only what you do guys is you bring the raw samosa, so much but every family makes food, but your family, your madam